Thanksgiving, YouTube. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Most importantly, I wanted to wish all my friends here in the States a safe and happy Thanksgiving. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. I have recovered from my turkey-induced coma, got my second wind. I figured I'd come out here to the shop. And for all my friends outside the States, I hope you all had a very safe and happy Thursday. Hope you all are staying warm. The temperatures here in Tennessee have dropped dramatically. Last night it was like 18 degrees. Tonight it's in the 20s again. And all across the country it's pretty cold. Speaking of that, you may notice it's 20 degrees outside. I'm here in the shop wearing a t-shirt. And I'm not shivering. I'll show you guys what I've been up to. Today, real quick, I want to try to get this corner cleaned out, flag pulled down, all that stuff out of there so I can get the wood stove in here. Guys, let's survey the damage here. My goodness. I've got crap everywhere. Look at this nonsense. Yeah. Lots of stuff to do. Well, look at that. It is looking a little better. The long bench on the left-hand side of your screen there, that's still got a lot of crap on it. But for the most part, I've gotten... hey, look, there's a floor again. That's always good. I've got my hydraulic table cleaned off for the most part. And, let's see, I ditched the neon sign that I had over here and moved my red toolbox with all the like welding supplies and clamps and such, cutting supplies. Moved all that over here. Moved my torch kit over here. I don't have the hoses hung up yet, but I believe I'm going to move all those hooks and hang them right there. I laid diamond tread on my main workbench and on the backside. Matthew, my buddy, Nomad Dairy, I'm sorry, man, I destroyed that Westford Tools banner you gave me. Got all ripped up. Or most of it, I should say. I was able to keep some of it. Moved it up there. But that didn't work out so well. It is what it is. Found an old D&D small engine sign that I had hanging up way back in the day. So I figured I'd sit that there. And, hey, check that out. Guys, it is nice to have heat in the shop, I'll tell you what. It ain't real pretty, but boy, does it do a good job. And there's the finished install. Right up through a Murray nose piece. And just in case you were wondering, of course the headlights still work. Guys, you know me. Behind the stove, where I had my torches, I put kind of a little rack of sorts to hold longer pieces of steel and whatnot. I moved some of my outdoor tools over a little bit. Really, that's about all I did to change the shop itself. Oh, with the exception of I got rid of that metal wire rack that I had here, and I made these holders out of diamond tread that I broke at work, and used a hole saw and just kind of cut them up to hold on my chemicals and spray paints and such. It takes up a lot less space. That wire rack came out clear to where that bucket is, so it gave me a little more space anyways. So this has been like a month-long process, and I just can't get anything done around here, guys. I really can't. In that time, though, I did do a little junking. Went out and found some cool stuff. Before I even get into this, you know what? Lead foot lawnmowers. Actually, I'd asked for an update on the blue semi because this past spring I promised I would get it running and all that, and you guys guessed it, it's not running. I just haven't had the time this summer. Like I said, this little bit of a project took me over a month to complete, and in all honesty, it's not even complete yet. But I digress. So at any rate, that's going to be getting moved down by the road and decorated for Christmas as it is. So I've got no update on that. I apologize for that. I dropped the ball on it. That's all there is to say. So, picked up some stuff here local recently. A couple weeks back anyways. I found this little Speed Air 12-volt air compressor. I have no idea what this thing was for, but it does work. I hooked it up to my power pack just to see. I was hoping it would put out enough pressure so I could fill a tank for my Grover air horn. Kind of Your Beekeeper style, just not as many horns. But I don't think that little sucker's up to the task. I think that's more like a tire inflator. But hey, it's kind of neat, kind of cute. And it was made in 1983, just like me, so that's awesome. Picked up a Cattaraugus Cutlery, little butcher style knife or kitchen knife. It's definitely seen better days. You can see how it's been sharpened to the point where the blade is pulled up, but it's definitely not sharp. Definitely rusty. The handle's kind of beat up on it, but I can fix this. And this is actually what I'm going to be working on tonight. Well, I've got a little bit of time on my hands. And last but definitely not least, actually I don't have this yet. This is a Christmas present we found in Jackson, Tennessee. It's a Griswold number 8 waffle iron in really good shape. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like when I brought it home. This is after one seasoning. It needs, you know, several more, but I was allowed to clean it and season it before Christmas, but once I get it done, my good wife is going to take it from me and wrap it up. I tried to negotiate with her. I said, well, you know, if you give it to me now, you can have waffles now. If you make me wait, you gotta wait. That didn't work. Oh well, it is what it is, guys. You know how that goes. Oh, a couple more things real quick. My last video, not my last video, a couple of videos ago, when I first showed this little stove, somebody asked me if I had any history on it. I apologize, I can't remember who that was, but I have a little bit of history on the company, not a whole lot. It was made by the Southern Co-op Foundry in Rome, Georgia. The company was in business from 1902 to 1971. And the best I can find is this model would have been made like in the 40s to 50s area. So it's still pretty cool. I enjoy having it. Even cooler though is I know some personal history on the stove. I know the family that this belonged to. I took it out of the house, and a woman that lived in that house has passed away now. She lived there up until about a year and a half ago. This was their sole source of heat in the wintertime. Not that it gets that hot now or that cold down here, but it was also their only source to cook on in the summertime. And y'all know it gets very hot down here in the summertime. So this little sucker, that explains why it's got the cracks in it, has been used, and used very hard. But it's got a laid back life here in the shop now. I'm going to hopefully repaint it here probably this spring, take it out and clean it all up and paint it. I'm going to keep it the same color she had it, because I feel that's respectful. But it's pretty cool. And that house, I'll tell you, it was like stepping back into the 30s or something. There's no running water. The only electricity in there was exposed cloth wrapped wiring, you know, the real old-timey stuff. It had like each room had one light in the ceiling with a little pull string on it. And that was it. No outlets, obviously no stove, no sinks, nothing. So it's pretty cool to have that. A little piece of history right there. It's pretty much what I had for you guys. Just not a real quick update, but an update. Let you know what's been going on and what I've been up to. Show you the improvements in the shop. And last but not least, give away a little cast iron skillet. Got a little number 3. It's a Lodge 3-notch, but it's Cracker Barrel insigniaed, so it's a newer piece. You know, it's not anything antique. It's not anything special, but it's a nice little egg skillet. And I have stripped it down. I had the pre-seasoned, the factory seasoning was chipped and flaked. I stripped it. It's got 2 seasonings with canola oil on it. It's ready to be cooked on. It has not been used. I've never cooked on it. Ready to go just the way it is. If it was me, I'd probably season it 1 or 2 more times just because. But here's the gist of it, guys. If you want the little skillet, leave a comment down here. Tell me you want the little skillet or you want the skillet, however it goes. And I'll pick somebody, we'll say, in 10 days. In 10 days from Friday. So in 10 days from, I don't have my calendar. 10 days from the 29th, I think. Yeah, 10 days from the 29th. I will pick a winner. No exemptions. I'll ship it anywhere. It's a light little thing. And the only thing I ask is that you are a subscriber of mine. And you like and comment on the video. I appreciate that, guys. Once again, I hope you all have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. I'm just about ready to go back in and hit some leftovers. Please, stay safe, stop back, and I really appreciate y'all checking out the videos. We'll see you soon.